Hello, my beauties. So, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. I got my week started. Today's Monday. I'm hoping I'm going to get this posted tonight. It's already a little after 7, so who knows. But I have completely rearranged my office slash studio slash craft area room. I have a spare bedroom that I have turned into my space, and I've been working on cleaning it up, although that wall over there is still and now that I'm staring at it, it's like whew. But so the camera setup is going to be different. It's likely going to change again because right now you're where my dog could easily walk over the edge and shake you up, and I know that that's nauseating when you see that. So this may change, but we're gonna give this a go. Pardon me, I'm still dealing with this. So while I was dealing with playing cards, I thought we might make a couple more things with playing cards. Just decorate a few up, see what we can do with them. These two I'm going to use as sort of journaling cards because they're not really flat enough to like journal on, but I could certainly write a quote or words of encouragement or something like that. And this one right here, this is a button that I found on the floor as I was cleaning up my studio space, and I thought I am going to use that and I'm going to put that on here. So this card I will actually probably keep for myself just because it would be really kind of a pain to tuck into most tuck spots because of the depth. Can you see the depth of that button there? But yeah, it's got a little spot where I can write something right there. This one is flatter, although still not flat, but it is at least flat enough that, you know, I guess it's not quite as wobbly. But at any rate, I don't plan on putting, you know, lots and lots of text on these anyway. And so let's make a couple of these. These would make cute tags, cute little, you know, quote spots, journaling cards, whatever. So we're going to set those right up there. Super easy project. So yeah, let's make a couple. Let's get these out of the way. So let's start by backing them, because regardless of what we do with them, we want to make sure that we can do something with the back. So yeah, let's get started on that. So how was your weekend? Oh my goodness. I hope you had a good one. Mine, as always, went a little too fast. Part of the reason for this, I spent a lot of my weekend working on my craft slash studio space. I realized I'm probably out of frame back there. Here we go. I spent the bulk of my weekend, or at least all day Sunday, most of the day Sunday, working on, there's no right side up with this, working on this space. The time that I didn't, I spent trying to make new friends. So here's where you get to learn a little bit about me personally, me and my personal. I think I've mentioned that I moved here to Austin about a year ago to take care of a family friend who was diagnosed with ALS terminally, and she passed away in August, and it's now January. So she's been gone for a hot second, and we miss her terribly. So I've been kind of at a loss since I'm in a new city without my children, without my, you know, the bulk of my friends and so forth. I think that's good for that. We're going to go and cut this out. And the bulk of my friends, I mean, I have a few friends here, but not as many as I do in the place I've spent over 30 years of my life. And I'm also an artist. I paint. I paint pictures. And I paint a lot of humans. So this is a little bit stiff, so I want to go and get that off of there like that. So I paint humans, and I have not painted in a year since I moved here to Austin. I've taken an art class where I did some 3D work, which was a lot of fun because that was, I guess, really kind of where I pardon me, started. And I loved my professor. Oh my gosh, loved my professor. He is amazing. Still love my professor. And in fact, I've been very fortunate. Most of my art teachers have been very inspiring. And this one was no exception. So at any rate, he has given me lots of encouragement and lots of guidance, and I appreciate him very much. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna go do that. There we go. You know, now that I've moved all down a little bit, I don't know how high up I can hold things anymore. So, back to my Austin dilemma. So I'm here, away from all of what I've known for 30 odd years, and I have decided that I can either keep by myself or I can get out and start making some friends. So Sunday, I met up with a bunch of amazing, fabulous women here in Austin. And we had brunch, so that was tons of fun, making new friends. It's always fun making new friends. And then I came home and I got busy on my studio because it is time I started painting again. And drop a note below if you think you would like to see some of my work as I go along. Now that I'm going to start painting again, I don't necessarily need to show it here, but if you would like to see it, if you would like to see what kinds of things I paint, I'd be happy to show you. So just drop a note down below. Okay, so I have these bags. I think I also want to put just a little something. I have this book page that has writing on one side but not on the other. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's try that. I have my fan on today, so I have things blowing everywhere. So I had brunch with them, came into my studio. I am going to start painting again. In fact, I'm going to actually sketch some tonight after we get through YouTubing. Oh, dang it. I should have etched that. That's right. That is all right. Where? See, I've moved everything around. I'm telling you, I don't know where anything is. Or I do, but it's what used to be on my right is now on my left. Yes, I have a couple of cards around here, but I don't know where those are, and I always know where that is because I have to use it so often. So there's some backs. We're gonna rough that up a little bit. Rough it up. So that's what I did on Sunday, and of course I don't remember. That was yesterday. I don't remember what I did on Saturday. I know I had considered doing some estate sailing, and as I looked around my studio, which was a disaster at that point, I thought I do not need to bring anything else in. And I know if I go out estate sailing, I will find treasures. And I have treasures I can find right here. And I don't have to find a new place to store them. Well, I guess I do have to find a new place to store them because it's the clutter is starting to get on my nerves. All right, so now we have those backed, simple backs, very simple. These we could actually keep flat, and then we would have some with not flat and some flat. So why don't we try keeping these flat? That way they can actually be journaled on if you wanted to. Flattish. I don't know. What do you think? I have, what do I have? Oh, I know one thing I have right here. I found this in somebody else's throwaway. Oh, you know, I wanted to make sure you know this. If you tear pulling towards yourself, the white edge will be on the back, whereas if you tear I'm not going to explain this right. Let's see, if I tear like pulling the top toward myself, it will show white. If I tear going with the top going away from myself, the white isn't there. Did you know that? So if you did not know that, it's a very good trick. Now, I will tell you, it doesn't always work, but most of the time it does. All right. Okay, let's see. How about some see, I want that like that. Yeah, actually I think I'm gonna do like that. But I think I'm going to see. Now I can't remember, that's okay. And we're going to tear away from me so I can get like that. That's good. That's good like that. Okay. Look at that on the back. Oh. See, I should flip things over. Oh, I should flip things over. Who knew? Nah, I'm going to save that for something else fabulous. Maybe another card. Maybe I'll do that card with that one. There we go. Okay. So January seems to be slipping by with hardly time to take a breath. I cannot believe how quickly it's going. I feel like we just barely have gotten past the holidays. Slide for me, slide for me, slide for me. Thank you. And I did not ink those edges, but that's okay because I want to ink the card anyway. I didn't want this card being, this card that I'm using right now is relatively new. So it's a little on the stark side. And I want this to be old and grungy looking. And there we go. Now for, I thought I just had a little tiny piece of lace somewhere. I know I did. But who knows where? Maybe. Oh, there's this too. We'll have to use that, but the wind is blowing everything everywhere. The wind. How you like that? The wind. Not the wind, it's the fan. The fan is blowing things. Maybe. I like that, but the font is just a little too big for what I want right here. I'm gonna bring my little treasure trove of things. These are all the same. Okay. These, by the way, all of these little stampy things I have actually came out of an old stamp book. And so I, have a whole bunch of these, which aren't actually stamps, but they certainly give the indication of them. And that's what I need for something like this. So it's certainly less expensive than, oh, I think that's better. See, my point is I'm trying to keep this really flat, because I think a button would be really cool here, but let's go with this. I don't even know what I was talking about, y'all. How you like that, y'all? Coming out, my southern Texas girls coming out. So the next thing on my agenda tonight is to see if I can still find my sketchbooks. And I have little packs of pencils with varying degrees of hardness that I can hopefully locate. So I will do some sketching tonight. I'm pretty excited about that. I have done a little bit of sketching over the last year, but it's mostly been on my iPad instead of with pencils. That's actually really nice, right, like that. Hold on. See, I was thinking stamp, because stamp travel, I don't know. But that one seems a little large. And no. Maybe Carefree Soul would be better. Let's do that. Okay. All right, what do you think? Yep, we're going for it. So I'm on a oh, I like that. I like that. So I'm on a quest to make friends and to become more involved in the art community here in Austin, which is, I will tell you, quite a struggle because it's not nearly as prolific as the one in Houston. Oh, I think I'm going to dig that. All right, let's get this started on the glowing, and then I'll, just because I need a little help holding that down. There we go. That noise has got to be just obnoxious. I apologize for that. It's obnoxious here. So I can imagine that clanking against the glass. And I'm just hoping I have enough light on this video because, again, the studio has been completely rearranged. I think I'm gonna like this. Oh, let's just leave that there. Okay, now what to put on this? Let's put this in here. I think I want the red button. This is an old, worn-out plastic button, but it's so old the little thing is chipped off. But I don't care. I like it because of that. So how about? Oh, yes. Yes. Do I want anything else behind that before I glue this down? Anything else I can stick back there? Maybe. See, I think it gets lost on that. I think if I'm going to do that at all, it's going to be just like that. But I don't really think it adds anything. So, you know, sometimes you just have to go with what you think. I know a lot of people add lots and lots of layers, and I like them a lot, but I tend to go, in my world, I tend to go a little more toward the less is more zone. Although I super admired those of you who can do all the bells and whistles and make it look so beautiful. I'm envious because I feel like sometimes when I go with more, by nature I tend to be less is more. Which is why all of this stuff in my room here is making me a little crazy. See, I said I was going to go flat, and that is definitely not flat. This is anything but flat. But I like it. So we got one flat one out of the deal. Oh, that looks cool. I like it. So we made these two today. I made those two a few minutes ago before we got started. And they all have some degree of writing space. See, I'm feeling guilty about that. Feeling guilty. What if? What if I find a flatter red button? Wrong red. Oh, there's one. There's two. There's some. Let me grab. If I grab. That one's more pink. Okay, let's do this one. I like that button, but I do see the value in at least having somewhat of a flat surface there, so. There we go. I'm sorry, Mr. Button. Okay, I mean, it's still not gonna be flat, but it's better. Okay, we have these two and these two. I think that's pretty good. Got 4 more for the stockpile. All right, I hope you all enjoyed this, and if you did, please drop a comment down below. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe, all the things, you know. I will probably keep repeating this forever. My most valued thing are comments, because I'm doing this because I want to communicate. I want the community part of this. So comments are always super appreciated. Tell me what you'd like to see. Give me some ideas on what you would like, and I'm happy to do it. I love doing all of these things. So yeah, give me a shout, and let me know what you think. So you take care, and I will see you all very soon. Good night.